Hi, Mark, congratulations. Back in March Madness. It feels like we've waited obviously 2 years for this. This is like two teams worth. What was it like when you saw BYU go up on the screen?
It was so fantastic. I mean, we're sitting there the whole time. Of course, we're in the bottom left bracket, the last one. And our deal is always complicated because as soon as you see them pop up that you're not in the Friday, Sunday. So you just wash all those out. And then we also, we're thinking we're probably not going to be at least close to the Zags in that bracket. So it kind of left the bottom left-hand side, and that sure was – it ended up where we were, and it was the last one called. So it actually was beautiful. I loved it that we got to sit there and take in the whole thing and kind of watch team by team. And I'm glad my guys got to have that experience, and then just the anticipation of us being there. And then they went 116, and they skipped us on the 8-9, which we were really excited about. And then you get to the bottom half of that left side, the bottom half of the bottom left side bracket, and the first name is the 6. And so as soon as they flipped to that, we're like, come on, let's go 6, and we got it. So we're incredibly excited about it. And then to see Michigan State and UCLA, it just makes it doubly better. I mean, it's just as awesome. And so let's go. It's on.
Were you hoping for a 6?
Yeah, I think the 6 was probably our ceiling. Everything that we were seeing is the same things you were seeing was that probably the 6 was the ceiling, maybe the 8 was the floor, and so we were really, really, really pleased with that.
How quickly, once you see your name, do you start to go into coach mode with who we playing, and then you see a play-in game, which is interesting. So you mentioned your reaction to Michigan State and UCLA. It seems like you like that there's a couple of blue bloods right there.
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited about it. You go to the NCAA tournament to play the best teams, right? That's the whole point. And so, we're coming right out of the gate with two great teams. I mean, Michigan State has beat 3 of the top 5 ranked teams in the country. And we know UCLA. I mean, I know, Mick. It's fun because all 3 of us were at Maui last year and had such a phenomenal experience there. And we have some history with both teams, and they're 2 of the best coaches in college basketball, certainly with incredible talent on their squads. And so that's why we're going to play in the NCAA tournament. That's why we don't want to play in the CBI or the NIT. We want to go play against the best teams in the country, and we're getting them right from the get-go.
There's some history with the 6th seed. I'm sure you're aware, with 1981 and with UCLA. So if the Bruins happen to win, that could be some interesting history there with BYU's Elite 8 run with Danny Ainge.
Yeah, it's super exciting.
Okay, when you look at the chance to play a team that has played in the play-in game, that certainly makes it a little more complicated in terms of preparation. How do you approach that this week, as you kind of have to wait to see what happens on Thursday with the Bruins and Spartans?
Yeah, but I can't tell you how many times it seems like this year we've been preparing for 2 or 3 or 4 teams all at the same time. It's just been the COVID era. So you just kind of shake your head and be like, of course we're going to spend the week preparing for 2 teams. And so it just fits. It's not going to be a new experience for us. We've spent our whole year doing it, seems like, between canceled games and replaced games and change schedule games. And so this is it's going to be comfortable. It's going to be uncomfortably comfortable. I mean, it's going to be recognizably uncomfortable. And so bring it on. Here we go.
Do you spend this week on both teams then, and then you obviously lock in on Friday on the one?
Yeah, we'll have a long night tonight and try and find things that we think the 2 teams have in common in terms of the game plan that we would approach them with, and we'll also find other things that make them unique. We'll probably spend a lot of time on the things that they have in common, really focusing on our work on that. That's what we've traditionally done when we're preparing for more than one team. And then as we get closer, we'll try the things that are anomalous that we haven't felt like we've faced a lot, then we'll kind of grab onto those. And then, the little tweaks that are specific to the program that we've guarded before, but it's not something I have in common, those will be the last finishing touches the last day.
Last year, obviously, that team was going to make the tourney, be a single-digit seed, probably a 5 or a 6 for a similar situation. And we've talked about this. You guys are kind of playing for that team too. So did you reach out to the guys? Did you have them reach out to the team in terms of celebrating this moment for them as well last year?
Yeah. So, it's just such a, it's just such an emotionally charged deal, right? So I grabbed all the guys on a Zoom call, me and the staff talked to them all on a Zoom call at 3:15 today. Said all 7 seniors. It was awesome. Guys were teasing each other just like we were back in the locker room. And We love those guys so much, and I think they know what they've contributed to this university. They know what they've brought here, and they also know they can see the seeds of what they built in this team. Those are the guys that kind of grew the moniker of fighting every day to have the best locker room in America and losing yourself in the team. And those are the guys that taught our remaining players how to compete, how to really, really compete. And they can see all those things in this team. So they're definitely in this ride with us. It's heartbreaking. Of course, it always will be that they don't get a chance to come play in this, but they've done everything short of that. There's no chance in the world that this team is where it is today without that team. There's just no chance. They're completely linked together. Always will be.
Talking to Mark Pope on BYU Sports Nation. You leave for Indy Monday morning. So what's the week going to be like as you make sure you don't have COVID and you're also prepared and ready to go on Saturday, and you don't go crazy, but you're going crazy with excitement because you're playing in the tourney, man?
Yeah, how terrifying was yesterday and the day before when I'm forgetting who went down first, but we had Duke went down, and then Virginia went down, and then Kansas went down, and I was seriously, I think we all had a little bit of PTSD. Like, is this whole thing going to get shut down? It happened that fast last time, and so we've been increasingly every day hypersensitive about staying away from COVID. I think all of our guys are taking extraordinary measures to try and stay safe. We took our last rapid antigen test right before the selection show started, and they all came back negative. So we'll jump on this plane tomorrow. We'll test as soon as we get there. I expect we'll get there sometime in the evening tomorrow night. And then we'll be quarantined in our individual rooms, one person to a room, for the next at least 12 hours until we can take another test. And we should get the results on that test from 6 to 8 hours later. So we'll be quarantined in our room, not allowed to leave the room for any reason whatsoever until we get 2 tests completed. And then we'll stay safe there. So that's kind of what the testing process looks like. We get an hour and 50 minutes on the court each day. So it's not very much time on the court. We get 45 minutes in the weight room, and we get unlimited time in the meeting room. But other than that, we are locked in the room, in our hotel floor. We'll have our own floor. We're going to be incredibly respectful of that floor of the hotel, but it does give us the opportunity to do some things that you always imagine would be fun to do in a hotel floor if you had the whole floor. We're going to try them all.
That'll be fun. When do you find out which site you will play at?
Yeah, we don't even know yet. So we do know the first 4 is playing in Indianapolis. And so I don't know if because of that, I wonder, since we're so closely linked, if they'll keep us there. I'm just not sure. It does matter. Ticket opportunities are different. For example, we've heard that at Assembly Hall, they're only going to do a maximum of 500 tickets in the arena, whereas that there won't be those limitations other places. So things like that matter. Driving to Bloomington or driving up to Purdue is a little bit of a commute. So those things will make a difference. We'll figure all that out. That's nothing new. We face stuff like that all year long.
Matt Harms playing again at Purdue could be fun.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie. It's not Conseco Fieldhouse anymore, but at the Pacers, Jim, I'd love to be back in there. Like I would love that. And I know it would be fun for Matt to go up to Purdue. And, I spent a lot of time playing in Hinkle Fieldhouse. We would practice there a lot. So this is a little bit back home stomping grounds for a couple of us. We're really, really excited about that.
You got the 23rd overall seed. What does it mean to be a top 25 team going into March Madness? That's a significant accomplishment as well.
Yeah, we've been knocking on the door for the last month or so. Metric-wise, net and Ken Palm, we've been in the top 25, I think, pretty consistently for the last 3 or 4 weeks. We're just, we've just been one spot out the last 2 weeks in the AP. I'm calling all my friends in the media, be like, guys, what's the deal? Can we not just get one more vote to bump us up? But it means a lot. It's a tribute to these guys. It means a lot all the way up until this moment. And then we're going to enjoy this moment. The staff's already at work breaking things down, but the guys will go home and start packing and really savor this. And then the great thing about the NCAA tournament is tomorrow, seeds don't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, it is a survive and advance. Like, the most beautiful thing that you ever experienced in your life in terms of competition. And so we just got to go find a way to win a game on Saturday. We have to find a way to win a game on Saturday. That's all we'll think about and all we'll talk about from here on.
Well, congratulations. You made it, and safe travels to Indy. And we're very excited to see who you play on Saturday. And it's going to be a fun one regardless, whether it's Michigan State or UCLA.
Hey, also, listen, super excited for Utah State. They put together a great season and a great stretch run. And then, man, we had teams that were close, didn't we? I was sure either Southern Utah or Weber was going to win. They were the two favorites in their tournament. I think Utah Valley was a WAC regular season champ, and we were hoping they were getting. But basketball in the state of Utah, even though we only have 2 teams in right now, it's in a good place. It was really fun to watch. You know, one of the good things about being done with the WCC tournament early is that we get to watch all these tournaments. And it sure was fun to watch these great coaches and great programs in the state of Utah go to battle. So let's go, man. Come on, Jarom Jordan. I know you're hyped, baby.
I am hyped. March Madness. I'm so excited, Mark. Congratulations and good luck in Indy.
Let's go, Cougs.